Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/Ackleyattack427’s to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, I hope all of you guys have had a really great Easter this year for sure. To which, well, I guess mine was a little half and half for sure. I mean, I guess pretty much if anything had a good time with a little bit of yeah, with a little bit of fun with, of course, my family, and of course pretty much from the sounds of it, my voice is back in shape for sure. To which, yeah, I know in the past videos I didn't fully guarantee it in some areas, but I might be 100% convinced that it might be back in shape, but I'm still dealing with, of course, a chronic cough as well, so there's that, so yeah, I think you can definitely see why, of course, that front, but I do hope I'll get better pretty soon, because I don't know what's going to happen to me with, of course, where I'm at in my current state as of now. But we'll have to wait and see for sure, so yeah. But regardless on that, I figure that for Easter this year, I pretty much would treat myself with, of course, with something that I normally do when it comes to these thoughts videos for sure, and that being, of course, talking about the latest movie that just dropped not too long ago. Yeah, we always do love all of those when it comes to these thoughts videos, right? So, but yeah, I think you can kind of get the idea on, of course, that front, and yeah, I guess for today's thoughts video, well, I guess it might be something that we're now taking up on almost like a yearly tradition when it comes to these thoughts videos for sure. And yeah, that being, of course, we take a look at something that's given to us from Japan. Yeah, I guess we always do love a little something from Japan when it comes to anything revolving around entertainment for sure. So yeah, I gotta figure that's, of course, what we're going to be diving into for today's thoughts video for sure. We are going to take a look at something given to us from Japan, yes. But to make it even better, it's also pretty much a brand new anime film we're taking a look at. Yeah. I think it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front, so yeah. I know it's no big surprise because, well, I actually do like bits of anime films for sure, so but for, of course, this one we're looking at here today, here's a rather interesting one that I should mention for sure. Pretty much, this anime film we're looking at today actually revolves around a certain Japanese holographic pop idol. Yeah. Just by saying that out loud, it will get you the idea, of course, of what I'm talking about for sure, so... So yeah. But in case you're actually quite curious, that is, of course, the subject for today's movie we're looking at today that I officially got to see not too long ago, which is none other than colorful... So yeah, that being, of course, Colorful Stage, the movie, a Miku who can't sing, so yeah, that's, of course, what we're going to be talking about here today. It's not only the latest film that just dropped not too long ago, to which, surprisingly enough, only had a limited release, so it's probably already wrapped up as we speak. But it's also centered around the well-known Vocaloid that we all know and love, that being, of course, Hatsune Miku, so... So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I guess if anything, before diving into this movie, what can I say about Hatsune Miku that a lot of people haven't mentioned about her lately? Actually, quite a whole lot, to be honest, so yeah. I mean, I guess if anything, J-pop, or should I say, yeah, pretty much J-pop and idols have actually existed for a long time now, for sure. But something about Hatsune Miku and the Vocaloids really does leave a massive impact, for sure. And it's all for the right reasons that I can mention, for sure. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Hatsune Miku really has actually left a massive impact for a long time now, for sure. With, of course, not only her songs being memorable as well, but also left a massive impact with her fans, particularly some longtime anime fans, for sure. And I guess it's all for the right reasons that I actually can say, and I actually do fully agree, and yeah, a lot like everyone else, I really do love Hatsune Miku, for sure, and yeah, pretty much everything that needs to be said about her really does make her the pretty much the icon that we all know and love, for sure. I mean, there is never one day that you can't go through something without Hatsune Miku. And yeah, and it's not just her songs that left a massive impact, but also with tons of people cosplaying as her, and even pretty much some concerts revolving around Miku and the Vocaloids, for sure, whether it be for pretty much numerous concert stops over in Japan and once in a while in other countries, including here in the US. But also, let's not forget to mention, yeah, let's not forget to mention the other Miku-related concerts that would pop up at anime conventions as well. So yeah, I guess that's what I can say for, of course, Hatsune Miku in a nutshell, for sure. So yeah. And, of course, when I heard the news about this movie that's coming out, for sure, I actually got myself really excited to see how it will go. I mean, I guess if anything, it really took off quite well. And, of course, Japan, when it first came out earlier this year. So I heard the news that it's actually coming here to the US for a limited time, for sure. I I figured maybe now's a good time for me to finally jump in onto, of course, all this, and luckily enough, I did exactly that by popping in a Regal Cinemas for sure, and excuse me, so yeah, and quite fitting enough, I did manage to get this, this thing right here, where I actually went in to see the movie myself. Yeah, I always do love it, when, of course, movie theaters will actually give out some really great goodies revolving around different movies that are coming out for sure, so yeah. And you gotta admit, I think just by looking at this itself, it really is quite amazing, I'm not gonna lie, so yeah. And of course, but yeah, like I said, I did manage to get myself in to go see this movie last minute for sure, to which by the time this video goes live, its limited run in theaters is already wrapped up for sure. And yeah, now that I've officially got back from, of course, seeing it, I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, what do I think of this movie now that I finally got the chance to see it? Well, I think I will have to say, I think this movie is actually pretty much well worth it for sure, so yeah. I guess pretty much for what it is, I really do love on what they actually did with, of course, this movie. I think with, of course, everything that I've actually seen by far, it's not only very immersive and, of course, very breathtaking to watch, but I do find it to be a really great love letter to, of course, Hatsune Miku and, of course, the Vocaloids in a nutshell for sure. So yeah, that's how much I actually really love this movie, and yeah, I think it deserves every right to be that great for sure, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright then, so yeah, now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for sure, so with, of course, some coughing in addition to that, so yeah, great idea. Pretty much a cough in between you talking about the movie. Yeah, that'll make a good video, so yeah, anyways, I guess for our starters, we might as well talk about the story for, of course, this movie, and yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually seen by far, I really do dig on what they actually did with the storyline, or for this case, the story for, of course, this movie, and yeah, I think pretty much of anything, I do find it to be very well structured out, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do dig, of course, what goes on throughout the course of the movie for sure, with, of course, many different storylines from what I've actually seen that actually do connect to everything that goes on for sure, and and yeah, I think it really does play out quite well for sure, and it is actually pretty impressive to watch for sure, and I really do dig on what they actually accomplish for, of course, its story for sure, so yeah, and of course, pretty much the writing that goes along with it, I'm not gonna lie, I think they actually did a really great job with the writing for sure. They really took the time and effort to really craft up the material that they have to work with for sure. And they actually did accomplish that quite well from what I've actually seen by far. You really do think, yeah, you really do think that just by seeing yourself, it really does play out, I'm not gonna lie, like, of course, what I would expect for, of course, a full-on 2-hour narrative for, of course, Miku herself, and they actually did accomplish that quite well, so... So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say for the story and the writing for, of course, this movie for sure. I really do love what they actually did to really make this one work, and yeah, they actually did it very well from what I've actually seen, and I give kudos to the people making this, actually making this all the more fantastic for sure, and they did accomplish that very well, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright then, so yeah, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, I guess I'll go ahead and talk about the next couple of things for, of course, this movie, and that being, of course, the characters, and yeah, I guess pretty much for what it is, from what I've seen with the characters, I really do love on what they actually did to make them all the more likable and interesting for sure, and plus, the development that each of them are, of course, giving is actually done pretty well for sure, and I really love on what they actually did for, of course, this one. So yeah. There was never one dull moment with each and every single one of them. You really do, do understand, of course, what they've actually gone through for sure, and how they're willing to overcome their flaws for sure. And yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on that, and even seeing Hatsune Miku in this movie. Yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I really do admire her as a really great singer for sure, but I guess for the sake of this movie, yeah, she actually pretty much is the heart and the soul of it, and they really did her justice on that. And that's another thing I should mention as the next aspect that I need to talk about for sure, and that being, of course, the acting, and yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, the voice acting they did for, of course, this one, I will have to say, pretty much for it be entirely Japanese, which actually makes sense, of course, on that front. I say the voice acting, of course, of this movie is actually pretty great for sure. I really do think the actors that came on board to play all these characters, they actually did pull off some really great performances, I'm not gonna lie, and I really love on what they actually did to make them to actually make them work for sure, and yeah, I really do think they accomplished that quite well. So yeah, and of course, given to what I said about Hatsune Miku being a great singer as the idol herself, I guess when it comes to this movie, boy, I think she can act very well for sure, so yeah, I think it's what I can say, of course, that front for sure, so yeah, I really do love on what they did with the characters to make them likable and interesting, and the acting is actually pretty great for sure, so so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright then, so yeah, now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about? Actually, quite a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie, so yeah, I guess for starters, we might as well talk about the animation for sure, and honestly, I think given to what I've actually seen, I think having this movie be pretty much an anime in its entirety, I do think it's actually a really great fit for, of course, the with of course this idea as a whole for sure. And yeah, with what I'm actually seeing, I really do love on what they actually did with the animation for sure. It really is absolutely incredible all the way. I think the way everything's drawn out to, of course, the background, and even on how colorful it actually looks. Yeah, I guess pretty much of anything. I think they really did accomplish the animation very well for sure, and I really love on what they actually did to make it work for sure. So yeah, I think it's what I can say for the animation because of how great it actually looks. Not to mention the visuals and the effects that, as another aspect that I should mention, I will admit, I think it's actually blending out very well with the animation, and I really do love on what they actually did to really make everything work quite well. And yeah, touches like that is, of course, really is quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really glad they actually did that. So, so yeah, I think it's what I can say for that aspect. And of course, seeing how this is a musical, I'm not gonna lie, I think I should definitely talk about the songs. And yeah, I think from what I've actually seen, I really do love on what they did with the songs for, of course, this one. I think they really did a solid job with each and every single one of them, and they actually do have a really good beat, and actually fits in well with, of course, pretty much the themes that this movie is actually showcasing. And yeah, they actually did accomplish that quite well. So so yeah, I think it's what I can say of course that front. It's that great, I'm not gonna lie. I really do think they did a fantastic job on that. So yeah, and of course, pretty much of anything, the direction of this film from the film's director, I really do love on the commitment the film's director did to really make this movie work for sure. You can tell there was a whole lot of hard work and effort to really make this look great for sure, and I think the film's director really did accomplish that quite well. So yeah, and of course the cinematography in this film, yeah, I will have to say I really do love on what they did for that aspect in a nutshell. I think with each camera shot that goes in well with, of course, the animation, it's actually beautifully well done. I really do love on how nicely shot this movie actually looks for sure. So so yeah, I think it's what I can say of course on that front. And of course the aiming, I have to say, yeah, that I will have to say is also brilliantly well done for sure, as of course this film pretty much is cut up and edited perfectly well, and even does match with the film's pacing for sure, to which that alone is, of course, brilliantly well done. I'm not gonna lie. I think they really did a fantastic job on the film's pacing for sure. So so yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, with all those that I've actually mentioned, that would pretty much give you the idea on how much I really love this movie as a whole. So yeah, I guess you can kind of get the idea, of course, on that front. So yeah, it's a lot to get through, but I do think it's actually well worth it in the end for sure. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, I guess pretty much on that thought alone, that's pretty much everything that I can say about this movie as a whole. So yeah, overall, yeah, I guess if anything, what else can I say about this one? think with everything that I have to say, it will get you the idea on how much I love this movie. So yeah, overall, colorful stage, the movie, Miku Who Can't Sing, I find it to be a absolute tremendous and pretty much well done movie. I'm not gonna lie, that not only really exceed my expectations in a way that I really do love and admire, but it's also a really great love letter to Hatsune Miku herself, and I find it to be a really great love letter, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, everything they actually did throughout the course of this movie, I think they actually did a really fantastic job with what they've actually done for sure to really actually make this pretty much a really great experience that I know I'm glad that I actually got to check out for sure, and I'm glad that this movie did exactly that. Yeah, I think with, of course, what I've actually said, I guess it is quite obvious that I think this movie is very well deserving of the praises actually got for sure, and yeah, I guess for what it is, I think this movie really did an incredible job in doing exactly that. And I think I do believe that this is something that pretty much longtime fans of Hatsune Miku, or just anime in general, or both, would definitely get into pretty well for sure, and yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, given to what I've actually said, does that make it, in my opinion, one of the best I've actually seen? Actually, yeah, I do think so for sure. So yeah, I think with what they actually did, I think that actually does make it one of the best movies I've actually seen for this year for sure. Now, I know that's saying a whole lot, given to some of the other anime films, or just any sort of pretty much entertaining thing from Japan that I've praised in the past for sure. But I have every right to for sure. So yeah, at the end of the day, I do highly recommend this movie all the way. So yeah, I guess if you are quite curious to see this one for yourself, then, well, I guess pretty much here in the US, its limited run in theaters is already wrapped up for sure. But hopefully later on down the road, it might pop up again for sure. And if it does, I think that would be something I would love to check out again anytime soon. So yeah. Oh yeah, let's not forget to mention the after show that played after the movie. That too was actually well worth it, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm really glad they did that for sure. So yeah, I guess it's what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, for what it is, I do highly recommend this movie all the way. So yeah, I guess if you are looking for something that really does show the love and spirit for Hatsune Miku herself, then this movie is actually well worth checking out for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, for my final score, yeah, given to what I've actually said, I guess it is quite obvious that yes, I am definitely gonna give this movie a 9.5 out of 10 for sure. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie for what it is, and I say this is actually well worth the recommendation for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, on that front for sure. So yeah, if you're looking for something that will actually be guaranteed a really great time, then I say this movie is well worth checking out for sure. So So yeah, and on that note alone, the only thing I can say, of course, that front is, well, head on into your Zenkai and experience this movie for yourself. So, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Alright. Alright, so I guess on that thought alone, they'll pretty much do exactly that, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and by all means, I want to ask all of you guys, what do you think of this movie? If you've seen it during its limited run, do you absolutely really enjoyed it and fully agree and saying that it's a love letter to Hatsune Miku, or do you absolutely hate it? I think it's an absolute betrayal of course, the pretty much holographic icon that we all know and love. Or are you somewhere in between where you think it's alright? So yeah, let me know down in the comments down below on what you thought of this movie. I would love to know, so yeah, it's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and don't worry about a thing. I guess with, of course, me and my current state of course, my health, I am getting better, yes. But I still got a long ways to go for sure. But hopefully I'll be 100% once all this is over. To which I hope it will. But I digress, so yeah. But I guess right up until then, and right up until my next video, all I can say as usual is thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/Ackleyattack427TV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427's Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyattackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.